Good morning, everybody. The sky is Carolina blue and the sun's shining. The birds are tweeting. It's just a great day, and I was able to get out of bed, so it's a great day. How are you this morning, Todd? I guess I should do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here now.
Oh, good morning, James. Good morning, Hank. How are y'all this morning? Uh,
Uh,
Sorry, I was thinking about stuff this morning, and I didn't think about getting the show. I was got everybody's, got
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the announcements out about the show, and
It's
for,
okay.
forgot the main thing is to bring the Todrick in. How are you, Hank? Good morning,
Do,
Ping.
do.
God, she just gets so. We got to be upbeat and cheerful and give some good information for Ping because Ping damn gets up at. She's probably been up since 5 o'clock her time. Good morning, Vintage.
Yeah. Ping. I bet Ping goes to bed at 8 p.m. because she's up in the mornings with us. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets up and has a cup of coffee and maybe eats a little breakfast and checks her email, she's got to get up at 5 o'clock her time.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, I love you people, but I'm not getting up. I'm not going to keep this thing. Get up at 6 o'clock in the morning or get up really early to have a show at 6 o'clock in the morning. Not unless I have 400 viewers, you know. Mm. Anyhow, how was your uh, how was your business yesterday? Did you sell a lot?
Yeah, I sold most of it in the morning. And it's already shipped out yesterday. Let's see. What the heck? Uh, Let me look. Let me look. Yesterday, I sold $300 worth of crap to unsuspecting buyers.
Well, dang.
So there you go.
Maybe that $200 we were just talking about is a good deal.
And
Um,
I saw this morning I've got like a $80 return coming.
mm, what was it, if you don't
It's
mind me
a
asking?
kitchen faucet, and they're sending it back because I did not include the package did not include the installation instructions. And I sent them a link in messaging to the instructions on the Delta website, and they're still sending it back. Item not as described. It doesn't have the instructions. So
They
I'm
just
like,
have, they went to Walmart and bought one for $26, and
yeah, I'm like, it's brand new in an open box. It's missing instructions. I did not put in the listing that it was missing instructions, so they're sending it back. Item not described, which is true. I didn't put in the instructions. I didn't have them.
good morning, lag.
I should have printed it off of the Delta website and included it with the package, but I didn't.
Hello, Anissa.
I
Good
usually
morning.
do stuff like that, but I didn't even think about it.
Okay, I got to ask lag this before I forget it. Lag,
Yep.
an information recording device. Are we talking about like a reel to reel recorder, a tape, a cassette player? uh,
Yeah, that may be true, lag. But
Where did you ship it to?
in their defense, it's true. I did not put the instructions in there.
Like, don't play stupid. You're too smart not to know what a reel-to-reel is. No. Okay, I've replaced faucets around here, and the first thing I do is I throw the damn instructions in the trash. You
Yeah,
know?
just
Really. I mean, really. There's two connections that you, once you've taken the old one off, you know which is the hot and which is the cold. And you just put the other one in and lock it down and hook the hoses back up. I
and
mean,
the
really. Good
where
morning,
you
Padlin.
where you screw the hoses on, there's a little red plastic thing for the
Yeah.
hot, and there's a blue plastic thing for the cold. But yeah, it's I don't
They
know.
just
Some buyers are just worthless. I
they
don't
had
know.
buyer's remorse. And it's REEL to TOREEL. Lag.
Yeah,
Uh,
get real, lag.
yeah, get real.
You know what
Don't
it is.
don't play stupid, okay? We know you. We know that you're very intelligent and you know all about the electronic stuff. You can't check their store. Like says, check their store to see if they sell.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe you priced it too low, Todd. If they can resell it and get some money out of it.
Uh,
Like you sound like you're quoting from
I don't know. I did my research on it, but yeah, they are sellers. Let's
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
see.
Galaxy. That's what you sound like, or universe, whichever it is. Lag.
Let's
What
see.
is even real?
They've got about 40, 50 listings.
See, James says he's. I have a return on a product that is designed for a specific type of equipment. Won't work with my device. Um. Hey, Scott. Dang it.
What up, fossils? Uh,
Um. So they are watchers. So I want the world to see me because I don't think they understand.
why?
Good morning, Chastity.
Yeah, why you wear women's clothes and
Yeah, you
yeah,
got.
I probably wouldn't understand why you've got on speedos when it's late winter. Yeah.
Well, he's used to that temperature, because the temperature in the basement doesn't ever change unless it gets really, really cold or really, really hot.
Oh yeah, you think they're gonna sell it new on Amazon? Let me see what.
You're a little early, MrSadie.
I sold it. No, I sold it for like 100. Let me look it up on Amazon. Do, 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 do. They were gonna sell it new on Amazon.
Okay.
They're like
Good morning,
two.
MrSadie, by the way, if I didn't say that.
It's
Go
like
ahead.
$230, $200 on Amazon. So buying it from me from 100 and selling it on Amazon for 200. I don't know that they could have come out
40th birthday. Damn, MrSadie. I think he's lying. I think he's up there with us as far as age goes. That's what who was it says they're probably going to sell. Yeah, Lag. He said they're probably going to sell it on Amazon. That's possibly right. You know, I sold. I bought a storage unit one time, and this guy must have kept every dadgum instructions on every device that he ever bought. And so I listed a bunch of them. You know, they were like $4 with shipping. And then the bigger and heavier they got, of course, the more the shipping went up. Um, and this one guy bought every one I had, and he asked me if I had any more, because he was a Amazon seller, and he was using them in. He would put them in the boxes when they didn't have, products didn't have the instructions with it. Dadgum count one. Thank you, Javis. Anyway, so I made some pretty, I paid for the storage unit plus a lot more off of them. Especially when I said I've got about, I told him what I had, and he made an offer on the rest of them, and I was good. Beard, I need to pick your brain. How about, can you jump in here for few minutes, or are you on the road? Um, you pick up instruction books, Javis? I mean, even if you don't save them up, I mean, you don't sell them. You could, and you got the room like a file cabinet to keep them all in. You know, they might become, they might become a. Oh Lord, I like that. I really like that hat, Scott, and it does look good on you.
And I was trying to take it inside because it'll get tore up out here.
That really looks good on you. It really does. And I'm not trying to, kiss up to you, anything like that. But some hats, like you don't have a ball cap head.
No, my hand's too big.
But that hat looks really good on you. Okay. You were talking about Dibdit. And I was watching some shows last night. And
You're definitely going to build an audience anywhere you go. You're gonna, I mean, you got to realize how new they are over there. They don't see. So here's my honest opinion on that. So I think you can build up a little faster because Kevin will help me build an audience over there, and I've got a small following. But I think long term, Whatnot is much. You've got a bigger audience potential, but you've also got much more competition.
Right.
You also don't have the flexibility because you've got 2 days or whatever to ship, but on Dib that you can ship whenever you get around. I mean, there's no rules, and so if I want to ship once a week and have 3 auctions, and you get discounted shipping once you buy the first item, no matter which of 3 auctions, you get a lot more. There's a lot more flexibility. So there's plus and minus on both platforms.
Think about it as though, and I watched a bunch of different types of shows last night. And they're like, everything was there was the occasional $13 and $14 and $15
Right.
item, but most of the stuff was selling for $1, $2, and $3.
How much of the stuff was worth tons of money, or was it worth? A lot of people are selling cards or one figure, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. They're selling a lot of little eaches, just trying to move something. It's set up for stuff like Todd. Todd's got 1 million things that he's got a nickel in. That if he sells them for $3, so be it. He sells them for $3. You know what I mean?
Right.
He just moves, and so instead of being in his living room and his dining room and Gwen hating his guts. You know, he doubles and triples his money and buys the next one.
Yeah. Scott, Todd and I were talking before. Okay, you got to go, honey. You're scratching my shoulder. Um, Todd and I were talking before, and he said, if you have a show and you sell 200 things at $1, that's $200.
Right, and what does Todd pay for an auction lot if he sells them for that? He's paid what? Todd, what do you pay? $20, $23? How many things does Todd have? He'll go, man. I got you. You seen him?
Yeah.
Watch his videos. Well, I paid $23 for this lot, and there's about 300 of them.
Yeah.
I tried to do my best. Did that work?
Plus, like most of them had like $6 shipping. So they're going to be, some of this stuff, they're going to be making a few bucks off of shipping.
Yeah, and Larry's right. If you want to do live long term, Whatnot's got the most up end because you can attract followers and not everybody's a reseller over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I don't know. I figure I'm gonna try them both. It doesn't hurt to try them both.
Because it was interesting. I mean, it was interesting, and I haven't done it, so I'm not going to be too critical. But it looks like if I was going to do it, I'm going to have these 20 items.
Right.
And I'm going to have them sitting over here. And up here, I'm going to have a legal pad. And item number 1, it's going to say a big letter. So since I'm old and I can't see far off, it's going to say this.
Let's talk about the proof too. How many of those auctions did you watch had a medium, a small, medium, and a large item? They didn't preload any of their items, so nobody could bid on them. You have no fucking clue what they're doing. You got somebody like me who'll turn it on and be wandering around. Half the time, I don't know what you're selling because I can't put in a pre-bid, so I'm not paying attention. And so you lose a lot of people because you don't do the work up front. And so many people treat this okay, so Dave and Kevin can get away with that because, it's their platform and it's from all their social media. So they're in that realm, they're superstars. And so, but everybody else tries to do the same thing and not put the work in and thinking they're going to get Dave and Kevin results by not doing. And so,
yeah. I think too is if because it looks like, I know over on Whatnot you can. I don't know about this one, and where you can go ahead and preload your show. You've got all the items in it, and people can go ahead. First of all, it's in the search. I don't know what kind of search dib it has, but in Whatnot you can search, and if you see something like all this bicycle stuff I've got, I thought about doing something like that try to blow out some of it, and I could go in and I could preload it, and it's a bike show.
Right.
And over on Whatnot, you can search by that kind of thing.
Correct.
So it's kind of like people that they're not following you. I mean, they're not followers, but they're looking for a bicycle seat, or they're looking for the bar that goes across to make a girl's bike a boy's bike. I mean, that type of stuff. And I'm not being critical of any. I'm not trying to sound like I'm criticizing all these people that did these shows. I was kind of lost, and I got bored waiting for people to go over there and say, okay, let's do this thing a hand cleaner.
The ones I hate, Tom, are the ones that got a bunch of shit behind them. They go, anybody see anything you want me to run?
I didn't see any of that.
I'll run it. I'm like, that's the laziest. It's because people are generally lazy and they don't want to put the work in up front. And so if you've got social media following and got a big following, you can get away with that. But until you get to where you've got people that show up because they know you're going to bring consistent quality merchandise, you've got to put the front end work in. It's a part of learning. It's a part of work. But too many people want to short circuit the work and go, it just didn't work. It sucks.
That girl that somebody mentioned a while ago, she's the one that got out from Seattle that got in trouble.
Which one? That ugly ass.
I don't remember what her name is. She's
Nicole
got
State.
huh?
Ugly ass Nicole State.
Yeah, Nicole State.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned during the chat. She apparently has a big following over on Whatnot. Somebody
Yeah.
was talking about that last night over in.
That just shows you that anybody can go live. If that white trash can go live, anybody can sell live.
I just think, like I said, I am not trying to be ugly, criticizing people's what they're doing because they're doing it and I'm not.
I mean, how many times has she got to screw over people and get caught over and over and over again, and everybody keep buying stuff like.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but it just seems like I said, I guess I'm old. My attention span's not there. You need to whip these things through there. You need to have stuff lined up. You need to be like a real auction type deal.
Yeah, that's why I like watching. So Jennifer had found this girl, and she's a huge creator now as the last year and a half on Whatnot. Upcycled by Bree. Bree, if you watch her, Tom, she doesn't preload anymore because she's got 10,000 followers after a year and a half. But she runs an average of 2 per minute. I mean, and if she'll go live for an hour and a half, and she's run 120, 150 items. She is done. I mean, she starts it, and she's talking about it, but she's got them lined. She never preloads anymore, but they're all lined up. So when she
what's it called again?
Upcycle by Bree.
Upcycle.
Cycle by Bree. She does 3 shows a week. She does, I think, a Monday, Wednesday, and like a Saturday night. Insane the amount of stuff she does sells and the prices she gets because she's built this audience. You know, it's a lot of women. It's a lot of, you can use this to decor. It's like this old cup is no good anymore. But what if you use it for this and put this around? You know, that kind of decor kind of stuff that people like. Which, you know, us guys have no clue about that.
Right.
Although Craig, I wouldn't say that about my new cup I picked up yesterday.
Okay, it's the wrong color. Like I said, you know, what is the fee? What is the sale fee over on Dibbed It? 10%.
And then you got like a transaction fee like everybody does, like 30 or 40 cents, and then there is a 2.9% credit card. So it ends up being like high 12, 13%, somewhere in there.
Right.
But so there's advantages though. Like, you know, I've said a little bit negative about Dibbed It, but you know, if I want to go on the 127 and I want to sell it there, you can't do it on Whatnot because Whatnot, you know, what if I buy it on Tuesday because I get up there early and I have a show Tuesday night? Whatnot says I got to have it shipped by Thursday. You know, Dibbed It, I can tell everybody this auction is running tonight. I'm gonna do one tomorrow night, Thursday night, and then when I get home Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, I'll get these things shipped out, and that's
right.
perfectly fine. And they can all have combined shipping, and they can all get great deals. So there's differences in the strength of both.
You know, it's got a lot of. I think even the people that were just doing like 10 or 20 things, or say 10 or 20 things, you know, they were making a little coin, probably blowing out stuff they didn't have. But in the time that they were looking for stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you could be over here going this, because they're like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's got a soft close, so it could go a little longer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because there was a lot of stuff that did not sell.
Just like right here, I picked up a printer yesterday. The printer had extra ink with it because it had ink in it. And so, I mean, it's stuff like this. I have zero money in these 2 things of ink because they were extras that printer that I'm keeping in case I find another one.
Right.
But if I wanted this ink, it was expired in the thrift store. You can see how much I paid for it.
Yeah.
But can you see the dollar?
Yeah.
And stuff like this that people want, you know, stuff that you've got no money in, just throw them. I mean, it's March 2023, so it's not terribly old. It would be fine. A lot of people still use this one.
Listen, if you can pick it up for $5, if you can pick it up, I mean, if a buyer could buy it for $5 and use it for a little bit, that is a lot better than the $50. God, that's ugly.
It sells for $25 on eBay. I picked it up for $1 at the thrift store yesterday.
Right.
And why did I pick it up? Because I've already got one listed, so I just changed it to 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's this kind of stuff okay. So I get $5 for it or $4 for it. I'm 3 and 4 times my money. If you can sell 50 items a week and turn that into $150, $200 extra, why would you not do it?
Like says $14. This is not an auction lag.
I mean, it's stuff like this. This is a little harder to ship, but I picked that guy up yesterday.
He's cute.
And if you look at him, he's a major brand. That is Sleigh Bell Bistro. He's worth $30 to $50. The cookie jar. He was $2.
Is the head taped on him?
Yeah, he's taped on it too.
Okay, because I thought it was a cookie jar, and then you flipped it over on the side, and I was expecting the head to go tumbling.
It's taped on there. It's stuff like, where did I just list?
Scott's like said $5 for the cookie jar.
I picked it up for $2 yesterday. I got it listed already for 20+ shipping on eBay. It's stuff like this that if you've got a source, and a couple of my thrift stores like this weekend, they'll go half price of $2 made that $1. This weekend I'm gonna go over there Friday morning and I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff that I would never buy that I know will sell for $3, $4, $5. Okay, the same thrift store. It was $2. This is Revere ware. This is the one I'm cleaning today, by the way. I'm going to teach you how to clean this today.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. I was setting up the video when you said, hey, come on. But it's all about I get crazy stuff. Like my thrift stores. How much did I pay for the crock pot yesterday? This is a big one.
$2.50.
I like the way you think. $3.
Well, no, because I look at them in the store, the thrift store, Goodwill when I go in there, and they're like $2.99.
Hey Tom, here's the thing for you. Look up the price of You need to do it for you. What model number? Let me look at the model. You'll be shocked at what this thing is worth, Tom.
And this will be $2. Damn, do I need to start running auctions in this show?
I can't see.
Oh, 5,000.
SCR 509.
Lead Shark said, Craig says, cleaning videos do really well. Have you checked them?
Okay, so Tom, here we go. Somebody sold this crock pot.
Okay, Jesus, is that not gonna fix it?
Oh, look at Tom's boobies.
Yeah.
Somebody sold this crock pot on the 24th for $38 plus 25 shipping.
Easier to use.
This crock pot.
Say that again.
$38 plus 25 shipping.
What makes it such a special crock pot?
Dude, somebody sold the knob on the front of it for $13. Just the crock by itself, somebody sold on the 8th, $28 plus 18 shipping just for the blue part. Somebody sold the lid for $25 plus 15 shipping. Once you hear those numbers, you'll never walk by a crock pot again. I sold one a couple weeks ago for $90.
Dang.
You want to see the one I bought the other day, day before yesterday? I got to get it from Tony's text. Hold on.
That's a crock.
This one here. You know how much that sucker's worth? That's a $70 plus shipping crock pot. This is the red color.
It's the color of the crock that makes it.
It don't matter because these old. This crock pot was bought by Rival, and it's these older ones like this from the '90s that are just insane, dude.
It's
And so you could take the bottom off, break it, and sell the handles for. The handles are worth for the pair probably $16-17 for the pair because they break. Yeah, Craig. I'll make a cleaning video of that too. Then how to clean the inside of that.
so like I said, I was watching those auctions last night, and I really didn't think of it the way that Todd did. It's where you just gotta you gotta, like, if you run 100 items through there and you make you sell them for $1, $2 a piece. Let's say you make $200 for
If you sell most of the stuff, if you can sell 5 to 6, you've got $1 or 2 in it. People don't realize you're doubling and tripling your money because they're paying shipping. Your fees, okay, so you're doubling your money because your fees are even on $6 are slightly. What's 10% of 60 cents? So you got what, 80 cents maybe in the fees.
right. But these people that I watched last night, that would never work because they're and like I said, I've not done it, so maybe it's harder than it looks. I just think if I was going to do them, I would have everything sitting on this table right here, and I would be constantly.
Yeah, I might have a problem if y'all look over there on the. See, there's 2 more crock pots sitting over there.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's the red one still in the car.
Well, it's a good thing Jacob likes to cook because he could. That'll be part of his inheritance.
I listened to yesterday.
Hey, Beth. Hey, Kids Still More. I'm sorry. I'm listening to. Chastity, did I say hello? Good morning to you too? I was listening to Scott and not even looking at the chat. I'm not a good host.
It's crazy, Tom. People say they can't find stuff. How many people walk by the quesadilla maker?
I've never seen a quesadilla maker.
I never seen one yellow. It puts little designs on them when it makes them. This sucker was $5. The last one sold for 40 plus shipping.
Dang, I need to look out because Stache loves quesadillas. You just throw a taco down in the one of the shells down in the bottom, put your filling on it, put another one.
Make it however you want to and put it together.
Dang.
I mean, how many people walk by this mouse for $1? I've been telling y'all that little orange symbol on there means it's universal. It'll work any Logitech that's got that symbol on it.
Yeah.
All you do is open it up and look in there. Oh, look, it's in there. That little dongle in there is worth $9, and it makes my keyboard over there that I didn't have one.
Right.
Worth from instead of $18, I'm gonna get $35 for it because of the dongle.
Cool.
I'm gonna use this one on the keyboard and throw the mouse away because I wanted this.
But the ones with the orange dot means that they're universal. They'll work with any.
It's called a unifying. It's a unifying dongle. It'll control 6 devices. All you have to do is download their software.
Cool.
My dongle only works with one device.
Maybe you need to go see the doctor about that, Todrick.
No,
one's enough for me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm only putting up with one. The hell with that. There ain't no way I do it. Who wants 2? Shit.
That sucker out in Utah that's got 6 wives that's on TV. He's crazy. No, I'm saying he is mentally crazy to put up with 6 wives. I have to listen to one wife, and that's enough. Anyway, like I said, I was curious about it, and like you said and Todd said, and that's y'all were more experienced and older, so y'all can tell me how. Give me advice and everybody else advice.
It's not.
If you got it set up right, you got to have it set up right, and you got to have your show set up right, so you can blow through that stuff and so not lose people's attention.
Okay, so it takes a different mindset because of what you're doing. Because so many people think that they deserve. I looked it up, and somebody sold that quesadilla maker for $40. mine is worth $40 and I'll never sell it for anything less. And then they wonder why they've still got it for a year. I've got offers turned on already. When I run a sale tomorrow, it'll be on sale. I don't care. It's got to go. It's the same thing with when you're selling live. Is understand that you need to put up items that you know you're not going to get full value from, but you're going to make money on, and you got to be happy with the flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to ship a lot of items. That's what Harlan. I was talking to Harlan last night. He goes, "Man, that's a lot of shipping." I'm like, "Dude, I'm set up for shipping. I mean, I've got 2 tables here and boxes and machines. I can blow through the shipping. Shipping is not a big deal. But somebody who is, working out of a smaller space, that might be an issue. But the part most people can't get by is the fact that you're not going to get maximum dollars for. I watched Dave yesterday, the day before, sell a Sleep Number remote for $11, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm at the other end of the room, and I should have bid on it. Does anybody know how much Sleep Number remote controls go for?
No.
They're like over 100.
Exactly, and people wouldn't even bid. I'm like, and Dave was telling them, he said it's a few dollars less because I don't have the back on it, but it's still worth $75. He's 100% correct. So you can source these places too.
That was another thing I was going to bring up. It looks like, because I saw some stuff, there were some plushes that I've heard people talking about they sell for big money, and they were going for like $1.
Hey, Julie, that's awesome news. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, great, Julie. I'm glad to hear that.
Nice.
I'm sure you're super excited. That's absolutely amazing.
So
we need good news. We hear such bad news all the time. I love hearing good news.
Absolutely.
And that's what I was telling yesterday on the show that I was thrilled when that lady was telling me that she wanted those sets because her mom had used them and her dad still used them. I like reselling when there's a story and when people tell you. I had a lady who here's another good one I didn't sell. So I sold some lotion, expensive ass lotion. It was like a $40 bottle of lotion, and it said delivered, but she didn't get it. And I told her, I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I was like, I don't remember if I said the UPS or the post office, but the final scan has a location on it, and she did not know that. And I said, if you just contact the carrier and say, hey, y'all mark this as delivered, can you tell me where you left it because I can't find it? I get a message like 12 hours later. I got it. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your help. I didn't know that. You responded very quickly. Thank you. Those are the best.
We had a Roberta, was it Amazon honey they left next door that had the photo?
Yeah.
That's the best thing about Amazon is Roberta ordered some stuff. It said it was delivered. I went outside and looked at both the front and the back door. It wasn't out there. So she said, let me look at the picture. And I looked at the picture and we looked at the picture and she said, that's not our doors. And it was in front of the people's house next door. And I went over and got it. And I wish all the delivery, when they're delivering packages that's not in a mailbox, I wish everybody had to take pictures so you could see. Because then you'd run around looking for people's doors, Now, because from as far as the USPS goes, our number is 11814, and a street over is a different street name, but they got the same number, and we constantly get each other's.
I'm gonna find you now. 11814.
Scott, you got my mailing address. I gave it to you.
So I thought I saw a video from one of those doorbell cams.
Right.
And the caption read, "Some creepy dude steals package off my porch."
Well, they do have a ring, and they might have, because their tenant moved out, so they might have sent it to me. I mean, see me coming over there and getting it, but
there's only 4 streets with that number on it, so there you go.
Okay, well, you have my address. I gave it to you.
But it's so much about moving stuff and flipping stuff and finding the right outlet that you're satisfied with the money you make. And and not worried about it. And so that's the nice thing about building these online sites, and that's the lure of Whatnot. Because if you've got a halfway decent person, because a lot of Whatnot is just being able to talk to people and making it interesting. Um,
I watched one and it was this all night.
I don't watch those. I don't want to see your hands.
That was it.
You connected, folks. Look at this pan. Okay, except for Todd, and everybody knows what Todd looks like. He's no GQ model. None of
He's a
us are
ham
going.
model.
None of us are going to win the most handsome as ever. None of us care. You're everybody in this chat except for Lag. You're one psycho. It's just there's normal people. Get over the fact that you're just normal. Do what's in the best interest for you, and forget the rest of these folks. Hey Eric, what's up, man?
Like I said, thinking back to what Todd was saying and now you're saying, if you've got a lot of stuff that you just want to blow out,
Absolutely.
and you can get it under, you can get, you make a buck, you're probably going to make a lot of this stuff. They had $6 shipping, and then $1 for. Here's the part though: $6 for the first item and $1 for the next item, or
You
for.
want people to do that, and you encourage. So you can set up on that on Dibbit. That's the other one is you set up your own shipping. So if you want to set up $7 with 2, $5 with 3. I mean, whatever the heck you want it to be, and however many different. Like most of them have a small, medium, and a large, because if that cookie jar and this mouse are 2 different animals.
Right.
And so if you sold the mouse and the next item is $1, but I sold the cookie jar as a large, it would charge you the large extra, not the small extra. So if it's $12 plus the next one is 5, it would charge you 5 for that one versus. But still, it's way discounted from.
Right. Is the postage included in the shipping included in the fees for Dibbit?
No, you only pay. No, that's the difference between Whatnot and thing. You only pay fees on the item, not the shipping.
Okay.
So Summer said that Whatnot doesn't pay the mortgage. The thing is, it has the possibility. Did eBay pay a mortgage when you first started? No. I mean, you look at people like Paul Philly Flipper, and I look at him and think, I can do it exactly. Except I'm not going to flirt with all the girls like he does, but he buys at yard sales and sells it and buys low. I've been with him when he bought stuff, and he's look at the business model for if you were drop shipping and they want to make like 10%. And so people are like, "Oh my God, you only got $6 for that item." Yeah, but I paid $1. I'm doubling up, and I'm selling 100 of these. I just in that hour that I spent, and probably 2 or 3 hours, figure out what your time is. If you're making $60, $70, $80 an hour, is it worth your time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or go stand at Home Depot like Todd did until you're so crazy you have to come back and sell on eBay.
But it's about you've got to be able to keep your audience.
Correct. And
Because I was
names, watching the chat,
yeah,
having a helper. That's why I figured that I told Johnny she was gonna have to help. I'm like, I don't care if you get in front of the camera. You can just sit there and watch the chat and help me run the next item and make fun and carry on. I don't care because Johnny is insane. Y'all just don't see her enough.
It's but you got like Bridget. I was talking to Bridget and Valarie, Texas Val, last night, but Bridget was like, I get bored because there's too much. There's too much time. They're talking too much and between items. Or there's too much time between items, and so I get bored.
And they end up running like one every 5 minutes. I never make it to the second item. I'm out.
There was one that they were looking for stuff, and like I said, I've not done it, and I'm not trying not to be too critical, but as a potential buyer, started looking for somebody else because I was just totally, I was
And
bored.
I don't like the ones that are real low energy and they
Right.
have like they need. But I'm like, would you take some Adderall or something? Let's go. I mean, drinking one of these like I have full of coffee, you're ready to go.
Go drink you a Jolt Cola. Was
Huh?
it Jolt?
Yeah, it was dope. It was double the caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you a Red Bull or whatever. But like I said, he
And then
sniffs all the shoes he sells.
you're just hanging out with Kent. That's all you're doing. You're trying to see what Kent's buying and what he's up to.
Yeah. Does Kent sell on
No,
whatnot?
he's on whatnot like 24/7.
Is he?
Let's see what's going on whatnot today.
But 60, you do 15 seconds auctions, but have to go at like 60 items. 15-second items, that's,
This is not me. Whoever's logged in, who's signing bearded pick with no R on it, that's not me.
yeah. Does Kent do one where he's in the frame, or does he do hands? Just,
Kent doesn't sell, he buys. He sells on eBay.
oh, he just buys on whatnot. Yeah, I saw Beard pop in last night while I was watching one of them.
Yeah, I was just to see what was going.
You know, Todd, you could have sold the hell out of toothbrush holders. Oh Lord. Anyway,
I think it's perfect for Todd. Todd's got the business because
well,
he's got supply.
he has the manicure. See,
I got stuff.
I just don't think he's got the personality.
oh,
Nah.
I bet he was the cool teacher when he was a band.
I got
Was it?
so much good stuff to list on eBay, it's probably a waste of my time to try to start something new. It's kind of how I look at it.
But if you decided that you wanted to get rid of some of that stuff, it'd be a perfect way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do that at a yard sale.
I honestly think that Dibbed It or whatnot would be a better second frame, second outlet than having all of these, Bonanza, Prairie Dirt, Amazon, all of these,
Prairie
these
dirt.
people have got like 5 or 6 of these outlets that they sell on. I would go crazy just trying to keep up with where I got stuff at. And
Yeah,
I know those multi-listing programs and stuff like that are supposed to keep up with that, but
You chewing on it. Have you got a leaf? Is that what that is?
no, it was a jelly
Crazy
bean.
pup. She swallowed it, whatever it was.
Are you making bank on Prairie Dirt?
Yeah, so Summer says she does 15-second auctions, but she stops at 60 items because she has too much to do. I mean, I'm looking. I'm not looking for this to be my main gig. If it happens, it happens. But I'm just looking for something extra, something to move more merchandise. I've got tons of stuff around here.
You've also got a kid in the other, and I've got 2 kids. You've got a kid in there that you can say, "Get your ass out here. We need to get some stuff packed up."
And he would have. Most time they'd just get in my way, so I just do it. But I've got all these boxes here. I've got a tape machine. I've got plenty of space because I cleaned the side off. And the stuff y'all saw down there on the floor, all that's listed. That's just got to go to the building today. It was raining and windy yesterday. And like the printers that are sitting here, they're listed. That crock pot, once I make the video of cleaning the crock pot, it'll be listed this afternoon.
And going back to what I was saying about
I think that's going to the auction though.
You know, presetting your show or preloading your show so
Oh
people
yeah.
can see what's in it, or what's going to be there, and allow for pre-bids, because I saw a lot of stuff that people were having pre-bids on. Um, Somebody said, who was it? Said something. Oh, Jabus. He says I really should be at Etsy since I have a lot of crafting inventory.
Tom, are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Blink twice if you're okay.
What's the matter? Am I locked up?
I don't know. Is it?
Is he frozen?
No, I hear him.
Do you see me moving? Hey,
Todd,
everybody.
you must be frozen because your screen don't move. Tom wiggles around every now and then.
Yeah. Um, can y'all see me in the audience?
That's
In the
weird.
chat?
On mine, he's just frozen.
Todd, you're going to have to get you a new
What
computer.
the hell?
He is not frozen. Okay, thank you.
You're moving around, but Tom's not on my screen.
But then reload and come back.
I guess.
What I was
I mean,
saying,
and the ones that are really making a killing on whatnot are the people that are auction that are storage unit buyers because they really have nothing in it and they are just getting rid of stuff.
yeah. What I was going to say was preload a show and have art supplies and stuff like that. I mean, or artsy stuff, crafting stuff is the theme of the store. I mean, the show, so people can see it. But when they don't even know what they're going to be selling and they're in the middle of the auction, that's where I kind of get my attention span just goes right out the door.
Or if I click on one that says random this or that and you click on it and they're showing clothes, I just leave.
I don't. To me, clothes would take, and I don't sell clothes, but I would think that clothes would take longer to 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 promote, in the auction, because you got to get into sizes and stuff like this, you know. Um, Instead of going, this is a 50 pack of CDs, DVD sleeves, or this is a Hummel figure, whatever. I just think that's the quicker thing to do. Maybe there's people that sell a lot of clothes. Apparently, Nicole sells a lot of clothes. Preload, just one photo.
Yeah, it's just something to show you what it is. You don't have to
Yeah,
build an eBay listing.
yeah, because I'm just like I said, I just got too blown out, bored, waiting for people to find stuff. And to me, time is to me. If I'm doing a whatnot or a Dibdit show, you got to get as many items as you can to keep the people you got there attention going. So anyway, you're depending on shot. What did Craig say? Y'all were just chatty as all get out this morning. Parrot Bay.
There's
Uh,
there's the mad pooper right there.
that's Todd's baby girl. Which one of the boys is going to take her? Because she'll probably live forever off of all that loving.
No telling. Man, this is a wild child now.
It's because you're old, Todd. And the other ones are old too. You just
The elder dog now runs away from her to get her to quit bothering her.
you know what? Todd should have got him a dashing puppy, Scott. Because those
What the hell is that?
a dachshund. I had a neighbor that called them dachshunds. Um, all the YouTube and Reel and TikTok and all that kind of stuff with shorts about dachshund puppies. Those suckers must wake up and they're at warp 12 from the get go.
I mean, how many times you got to be suspended on a platform? She's been suspended on every single one.
You talking about Nicole?
Yeah. Used car salesman look at her and go, fuck.
You know, I was at I took Robert's car in to get serviced, and while I was at the dealership, I ran into Pete, who sold us our car, and I'm like, "You're still here?" He's like, "I've been here for 13 years." I said, "Well, that's got to be." I mean, he sells whatever they have, new cars, used cars, whatever you want to buy, he'll sell them. I'm like, that's a switch. I said, because the last new car we picked up the car on a Saturday, and I took it back in on the following Friday, and that guy had already moved on. He said, "There's only 2 other people besides the owner of the franchise that's been here as long as I have." He says, "Car salespeople just they get sign-on bonuses and they switch to other dealerships because they feel like, the dealers are like, well, he's got experience. We need some experienced salesmen." But like I said, it was interesting watching them. I was just kind of surprised about how cheap stuff was going.
Right.
But just thinking about the way you and Todd have talked about, you just blow it out. And Todd's right. If you make $150 a night and you do, 5 shows a week or 4 shows a week, you're making $1,000 a week. That's, $52,000. That's putting you just inside the middle class bracket. I mean, $52,000 a month.
People don't
A
understand
year.
math, Tom. They don't understand math.
Math.
Math hurts, and they don't understand math, and the bulk stuff adds up.
Right.
It's because so many people didn't take. They don't understand. They don't understand business, and they don't understand business. I talk about this. You can be Walmart and sell at 3% and sell so many of them that you make a fortune, or you can be who's somebody high dollar, Rolex and Ferrari and only sell the select clients and really stick it to them folks. Who are you going to be? The worst you can be is in the middle where you have no direction.
Right.
What's your business model? They all work. It is too early to math.
It's but like I said, it's I was really I had not sat down and really watched any of those shows, and it was just enlightening because I did see the tail end of one show, and things were going for like $25 and $30, but he was selling collectibles, comic books and trading cards and all that kind of stuff, and but I understand, thinking about what like you and Todd have said about blowing through stuff, it's a reasonable idea. I mean, that's a good idea, especially. I guess he had enough.
He gone.
A lag, of course, lag's got to come in here with Google says middle class income is $60,000 to $200,000. Wow, 68,000. Oh, so you're still in poverty at 52. Okay. Well, that means you can go get food stamps and Medicaid and EBT and all that kind of stuff. So I hope y'all have found this show. Todd, you got anything you would like to add? I kind of took over the show, which is my show, but
Nope.
I can, Jabus.
Just almost time to go give the Lutherans some hell and then get my stuff done.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. I hope you found it interesting. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked it today. You know, I never ask for that, but if you liked the conversation, then do that, please. And we will see you tomorrow over on Todd's show. So y'all have a great day. Thanks again for coming in and hanging out with us, and we will see you later. Bye.